is Gina Leccio of Selfless Esteem, in which you find peace and joy by focusing less on ourselves and more on the love of God. Today's episode is about how to teach children the true meaning of Christmas. Someone writes, "Dear Selfless Esteem, I want to teach my children the true meaning of Christmas, which is the birth of Jesus. But everywhere we look, there's Santa Claus on TV, on display in the stores, in the Christmas songs, etc. Besides, how can I teach about the true meaning of Christmas when there's so much political division in our country right now?" Signed, Not Married Yet. Well, not married yet. I agree that the hype about Santa can easily overshadow the true meaning of Christmas. However, your children are blessed to have you as a parent because you're interested in teaching them the true meaning of Christmas. Here are some ways to help children of all ages learn in a way that's fun for them. First of all, books. A Visit from St. Nicholas was written by Clement Clark Moore a long time ago, but it's still popular today and has inspired the belief of Santa Claus delivering presents on Christmas Eve. However, children can benefit from learning the actual history of St. Nicholas because he followed God and gave generously to the poor. So another option is The Legend of St. Nicholas, A Story of Christmas Giving by Dandy Daly McCall. Learning about the true meaning of Christmas doesn't have to involve avoiding fictional characters altogether. A book called If I Had a Mermaid Friend by Jeffrey and Ramya Black is an imaginative book with beautiful illustrations, including mermaids singing at Christmas time. And God Gave Us Christmas by Lisa Ton Berggren features a mother polar bear explaining God's love through the gift of Jesus to her adorable baby bear. For children's books that describe details of Jesus' birth, I recommend Jesus Came for Me by Jared Kennedy and a little golden book classic called The Christmas Story by Jane Werner Watson. For very small children, This is the Stable by Cynthia Cotton is especially appealing. Older children can be invited to read the Bible aloud with you. Two great choices are Luke chapter 2 verses 1 through 16, which is the story of Jesus' birth, and Matthew chapter 2 verses 1 through 14, which is the story of the three wise men honoring Jesus. Regarding videos, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Christmas special of 1964 is still televised today and prevalent in merchandise. But there's also the lesser-known stop-motion animation Christmas special called The Drummer Boy of 1968. Although there's no drummer boy documented in the Bible, this video still highlights Jesus' birth and beautifully ends with Matthew chapter 5 verse 8, "Blessed are the poor in heart, for they shall see God." VeggieTales also has a version of The Little Drummer Boy, which is entertaining and educational. And as mentioned, St. Nicholas is a positive role model. Therefore, the VeggieTales video, St. Nicholas, A Story of Joyful Giving, is worthwhile. I highly recommend A Charlie Brown Christmas, which is a classic from 1965. The character Linus recites part of the Gospel of Luke and teaches about the true meaning of Christmas in the midst of modern commercialism. And for teens, an option is The Nativity Story from 2006, rated PG, which portrays the lives of Mary and Joseph and the circumstances surrounding Jesus' birth. Whichever video you choose, watching it with your children will show them that the birth of Jesus is important to you. Furthermore, it would give you the opportunity to discuss it with them. Songs are another great way to teach the true meaning of Christmas. Children love singing catchy tunes like Jingle Bells by James Pierpont and Frosty the Snowman by Walter Jack Rollins and Steve Nelson. Although they may hear these songs often in our culture, be sure to teach them Christmas carols about the true meaning of Christmas, such as Joy to the World by Isaac Watts and O Come All Ye Faithful by John Francis Wade and John Reading. Regarding Christmas traditions, in addition to decking the halls with boughs of holly, tell your children about the true meaning of Christmas as you display a nativity scene. Instead of placing the figurine of baby Jesus in the scene, wrap it as a gift to be opened last on Christmas morning as the greatest gift of all. Advent wreaths are another meaningful decoration because each candle represents hope, faith, joy, peace, and love according to the 4 weeks of Advent and Christmas Day. Light each candle or use battery-operated candles to prevent a fire with your children and lead them in a moment of reflection. Bringing your children to a church service can also teach them about the love of God manifested by sending His Son Jesus for the forgiveness of our sins. And some churches offer special services for children and teens to accommodate their developmental level. While your children enjoy a little candy cane or decorate a Christmas tree with it, discuss the symbolism of Jesus because the shape is an upside-down J representing Jesus. Lastly, encourage your children to make and give Christmas cards to loved ones by drawing and or using artwork from store-bought cards or wrapping paper. This will emphasize the theme of giving since God gave His only begotten Son for us. Regarding your question about sharing the true meaning of Christmas in the midst of division and strife, please listen to the song I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day by Harry Belafonte for comfort and a reminder of God's sovereignty. God is in control no matter what. Most of all, open your heart to receive the gift of God's unconditional love this Christmas, which can lift your spirits more than anything. And if you'd like to ask a question of selfless esteem, you can do so anonymously at ginaleccio.com, and the answer could be featured in a blog post, podcast episode, and YouTube video.